Welcome back, and as you know, I've been to London, and this was the first highlight of my London trip. This video is about all the non-Beatle related stuff that I experienced during my London trip in July. As you can see, I've met Kit Harrington, and regular viewers of the channel will probably know I'm a big Game of Thrones and Song of Ice and Fire fan. He's probably my favorite character from the books, and also in the TV show. I really love Kit Harrington's portrayal. So how did I meet him? Or we, my girlfriend and me, we walked through Soho, the theatre district of London, very touristy of course, and then we walked by the Noel Coward theatre, and on the bill we saw built a slave play, and I read through the actors list, and there he was, Kit Harrington, one of my girlfriend and me, one of our favorite actors. And so we asked the lady from the theatre, are there still tickets available when the next time they show it in a couple of hours, and she said yeah, there are a few tickets left. So we spontaneously, without planning ahead, we went in there, and great play. With social commentary, but also you should be older than 18, and it's edgy. But the meeting with Kit Harrington was really funny, because we didn't expect to meet him afterwards. We went our way after the very impressive play, and we walked by the back entrance, but not really without a plan to meet him. But that was just the way we had to go anyway. And so here you can see the White Cliffs of Dover. So now I arrived in England by ferry. I'm afraid of flying, but the meeting with Kit was really cool. I saw him there. He had a break between the show we saw, and then in the evening we would have another performance of the play. And he had just a little break outside next to the back entry, and we walked over and asked him if we could make photos with him, because we were fans. And he was really very nice. And the funny thing is, on my telephone, on my mobile, I wanted to make photos with my mobile. There were some stickers on there. The securities before the theatre play started put some stickers on it, because it wasn't allowed to film or photograph inside the auditorium. Again, it's a very edgy play, maybe these are the reasons. And so there was still a sticker on it, and then he took the phone from me and helped me to remove the sticker, and then he saw the screensaver I have on my mobile, which is my girlfriend holding up a raccoon, which is her favorite animal. She was in a zoo where you could feed and even hold the raccoons, and he went in hysterics because the picture is so cute and funny of my girlfriend holding a raccoon on my mobile phone's screensaver. And the funny thing is, he asked us, is this a badger? Badger is the second favorite animal of my girlfriend, and she said, no, this is a raccoon. And it was really a funny moment that he confused the animals, and he had to laugh as well. Also, another confusion he had, the first thing he asked me was, are you from Sweden? And I said, no, I'm from Austria. Why do you think I'm from Sweden? And he said that my accent reminds him of people from Sweden he knew, but I guess he doesn't know anyone from Austria. And this is my accent. This is our accent. But yeah, he was a really great guy, and it was a nice conversation and a great start to the holiday. And as you can see now, we also went to some live shows. Richard Ashcroft and Suede. There are already videos on my channel where I really filmed with audio whole songs of these shows. I'm a big Suede fan. Manic Street, it was a double bill, a headline UK tour with. On one night, Suede is headliner, on the other night, Manic Street Preachers, and in London, of course, with Suede being such a big London band, Suede were headliner. And I also like the Manic Street Preachers, but I'm really big Suede fan. I think they were number 8 or something in my top 25 favorite artists of all time video. And I also like Richard Ashcroft. We saw him on a different occasion on the day when England played Spain in the Euro final. You know, his concert was like 1 hour before the final started. So really interesting time to be in England. The Good Mixer pub in Camden Town we visited the next day. This is the famous Britpop pub where it all happened. Suede, Blur, Elastica, they all hung out there. And even once Liam, before Oasis really made the breakthrough, Liam visited, and that was like the start of the Oasis versus Blur feud, because this was a Blur pub and he was like an intruder. So many great Britpop anecdotes from the Good Mixer pub. And then we went to Henley on Thames to have a look at the nice quaint English town where George Harrison lived between 1970 and until the end in 2001. Great town. More footage from Henley in my video that's already on the channel of me visiting Beatle places, where I move into the childhood homes of John and Paul, and also visit Friar Park, at least from the outside. So more of that in these other videos. This is, like I said, more about the non-Beatle related content. This is Radiohead related content. My girlfriend is a big Radiohead fan. And this is a pub in Oxford where Radiohead formed, where they played one of their first ever shows. Also Supergrass, who are also from Oxford, played one of their shows there. So a bit of history from Supergrass and Radiohead in there. The Jericho Tavern in Oxford. You can see the city centre of Oxford. Beautiful town, of course. I love those old-timey towns, medieval, but also later periods, everything till the 19th century. There's great architecture in Oxford. And also a bit of a George Harrison thing. We went to Bhaktivedanta Manor in Watford, which is like the biggest or most important Hare Krishna temple in Europe, and maybe the most important outside of India. I'm of course a Beatle and George Harrison fan, but also philosophically this is like kind of my religious affiliation. I'm not initiated into Hare Krishna, but I'm really I often chant the Hare Krishna mantra. So this was also an important visit for me on a wholly different level, totally different from those superficial pop star things, places I visited. But yeah, it's a really great, even if you don't believe in the Krishna stuff, this is a real peaceful, great place to visit. No entry fee. You can even book a tour there where someone explains you everything without any fee. You can of course donate something. This is Edinburgh, so we also went to Scotland. Again, what can I say, fantastic place, my first time in Scotland, and it was only a 3 or 4 hour train ride from Liverpool. This is again Liverpool. This is a ferry across the Mersey. I think you have to do this when you're in Liverpool. It was as it looks. Here you can see the Three Graces, or one of the Three Graces, the three very famous buildings from the waterfront of Liverpool. On the other side is Birkenhead, the place called Birkenhead. And yeah, Liverpool, I've been there last year, and we went there again because it's really a fascinating city. Even outside of being a Beatle fan, it would be a nice trip, I think. Very interesting town with lots of historical, interesting things that have happened there, also outside of Beatles and pop music. And then we also went to, not really to Wales, but to the border of Wales, Scotland, England, Wales. This is Chester, which is right at the border of England and Wales. Very beautiful town. Here the high street with the famous clock, and there are city walls you can walk around. There's a castle. Chester means also something like castle. I think it's from a Roman term for castrum, which was a Roman castle. So the Romans also had a fortification there. And yeah, that was a great holiday. Thank you very much for watching. Until next time. Goodbye.